ATK, there's many names for ATK. Ace's Top Killers is one, but it's led by a man named Abdul Robinson, who's been a central crime figure in Jacksonville for probably the last 30 years plus.
Abdul Robinson is locked up. The sheriff says he ran a crime family centered around drugs that wreaked havoc on Jacksonville for decades. One of his sons, also Abdul Robinson, is still wanted. Another of his sons, this man, Hakeem Robinson, is charged with the murder of Charles McCormick Jr. in Arlington earlier this year. In fact, Abdul Robinson is charged with helping his son escape after that murder.
So when we talk about the small number of people driving a significant portion of the violence in the city, as the state attorney just said, this is what that looks like. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 murders that we know of, and who knows what else.
Most of the streets are safe. There are just a few people behind a lot of the violent crimes, and this is one of those examples. 9 violent criminals who they say are behind more than a dozen homicides, most likely many more.
But Sheriff Williams says most of the violence in our area is tied to certain gangs and other organized groups. He pointed out the arrest of 8 members of one group as an example.
We are currently investigating 18 other crimes, 12 of those being murders related to this organization. So when we talk about the small number of people driving a significant portion of the violence in the city, as the state attorney just said, this is what that looks like.
Today we sat down with the mayor, state attorney, and sheriff to talk about their response to a bloody year. The sheriff announcing 8 arrests from a violent drug trafficking group. 1 remains wanted. They're linked to at least a dozen recent murders.
A lot of us were out there at these crime scenes in Arlington. Nobody wanted to talk to us, and it's not that they were being rude, it's that they are scared to death of retaliation.
So yes, it's hard for our prosecutors. It's hard for police officers who are out there canvassing, trying to put a case together. When we talk to people, as you do when you go to those scenes, and people say, I didn't see anything. And we know they did.
So JayDaYoungan is back in the news, bruh. Is this the beginning of the end? Queso is locked up, JayDaYoungan is locked up, and now they're talking about ATK catching over a dozen bodies. I'm shaking my head. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, I know this is a late update. JayDaYoungan was arrested last week. I know the upload schedule has been off, but you guys gotta bear with me. I'm trying to graduate here with a double major. I can only juggle so many goddamn things. But I know you guys understand. That's why literally on my day off, I'm uploading just for you guys. I fucking love you guys. All right, let's not get off track. So I'm sure you guys already know Big 23 was arrested last week. Apparently Big 23 wanted to swing for the fences, started hooking off on a woman. Cops were called, JayDaYoungan was arrested, and that's when they found out he had a warrant in Texas. So he is being held until he will be extradited to Texas. As of right now, fans are starting to worry because just 48 hours ago, an investigation into the ATK, or quote unquote ATK gang, is blowing up. Apparently they caught about 15 bodies in 12 months, which is pretty fucking impressive. But the troubling thing is Big 23 is always linking up with ATK. JayDaYoungan's got on the ATK chain. I don't know if he is ATK, but like I mentioned earlier, he's always with Youngin Ace, Queso. I'm hoping JayDaYoungan is out soon. It's just very convenient. Queso got arrested, then JayDaYoungan got arrested, and now a couple days later, they're coming out with this whole ATK investigation, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let me know below, is this the beginning of ATK, or are they just targeting ATK? Let me know below. I'll keep you guys updated if there's any developments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your boy Alfred out.
I just wanna get that money. I just wanna get that money, flip that money. I just wanna stack them hundreds. I just wanna spaz out, cash out. I just wanna get that money. I just wanna get that money, flip that money. I just wanna stack them hundreds. I just wanna spaz out, cash out.